Hello everyone and welcome to a different kind of video. It was brought to my attention that Cosmos made a tweet on Twitter discussing Aegis. A lot of people are dunking on him because of course they are. But I wholeheartedly believe he's completely speaking facts. Before I start, I'll just read out the tweet so everyone is on the same page. Completely off topic from anything, by the way, but I don't know what any of y'all say or any top players say. Aegis is difficult AF to play. This character be taking years of my life for real. But I will keep playing her and will be the best with her and be top 5 eventually. Unpopular opinion and will probably get roasted for it, but I had to get my thoughts out there and this off my chest. Those who know, really know. Those who don't, are ignorant. And that's pretty much the basis. There is like a treasure trove of replies that are complete clowns. I will not sugarcoat it. However, I do wholeheartedly believe that he is just speaking the truth. Because if you play Aegis, you know how hard it can be. And if you don't, then you're just an outsider looking in. And of course, from the outside, everything looks incredibly easy. Because of course it does. But no, like, of course, I will just clarify that he is of course talking about playing Aegis in bracket at high and top levels. That's where stuff gets really difficult. Like, yes, the recovery is absolutely exploitable, and if you don't believe that, then you just haven't gotten edgeguarded by anyone ever, and when you're playing Aegis. It is so difficult to come back to stage when you're playing as a competent opponent, like, believe me, it is. It is very difficult. And that's like the main thing when you play Aegis in bracket that keeps them back, actually. Because I feel when I watch Smash Bros. Ultimate, you know, at top level, and people are playing Aegis, like the main way people lose stocks are because either they overextended and now they died at like 10% because their recovery is not great, or they just got hit by a stray aerial or some sort of hitbox that threw them off stage and now you gotta recover. And that's usually how most people lose their stocks at like really low percent. So those are, at least from what I can see, from what I played myself and what I watched other people play the game at high level, that's kind of the biggest like hurdles that Aegis have to deal with. So yeah, of course, I agree. Like Cosmos continues to say further down here, if you don't believe me, play a Game 5 last stock versus the top player who is camping at the ledge, playing the RNG gacha game of trying to throw you off stage, then throws out 20 hitboxes to take your jump. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, just like the best example is just Aegis versus Kazuya. And he just gonna Gates of Hell you all the way. Like you, I don't know, you misspaced an attack on shield and now you're just gonna Gates of Hell and you can't recover and there's your stock. Like, that's the most extreme example I can think of, but it happens a lot, honestly, at top level play, even at mid and high too. So a lot of people are obviously dunking on him because they don't understand, they don't have the necessary information, they're missing critical information. MKLea also dropped by in the replies and says, only Aegis players understand that, bro. They hard AF at top level. I don't know why people don't appreciate them when playing optimally. Which is freaking facts, by the way. Aegis, when played optimally, is like so freaking cool and inspiring to watch. People don't appreciate that because they just hate the character, honestly. He then continues to say, I'm down to push our meta till we get a big Aegis dub. And I can't wait to see that. I'm so excited, dude. Like, when the Aegis players figure out how to play this character properly and optimize them, they're gonna be so freaking sick. Of course, Mr. R also popped by. I will die on this hill, but I truly think that Aegis does not carry players at top level. You can't be a top tier while simultaneously also being a hard character to perform with. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. Incredibly true. I really wish people could see that. Like, things aren't that black and white, you know. I feel like the Smash community really needs to stop dealing in absolutes. But yeah, no. The biggest takeaway from this video is Aegis, very difficult to perform well with at high and top level in bracket, in tournament settings. I think in every other category, like every other scenario, it doesn't matter as much. Like at low and mid level, I don't think it matters that much. I wholeheartedly believe that Aegis definitely does carry players at like low and mid level, because they're just that good. But the higher you climb the ladder, the more difficult it becomes to perform well. And that's why you will see, you know, Cosmos, for example, he will have really high lows and really high highs. Sorry, really low highs and really high highs, you know. Am I saying this right? It's a roller coaster. You see this with Cosmos, you see this with MKLeo, you see this with Spargo, Shuton to an extent. And that's because the character is kind of volatile right now. Because if you make a little mistake, you probably will lose your stock because you got someone sent you off stage with an attack or a grab or... Yeah. I just hope that people actually understand what I'm saying in this video. If I properly explained anything at all. It was really just... Really no script or anything. I just wanted to rant because I'm really tired of people beating down on the Aegis players. They are difficult. People, like, I just want to make people feel heard. Like, they are difficult to play. You're not imagining things. It's true. If you feel like you're struggling with this character, then yes, you are. It's valid. That's just the main thing I want to say. Like, I agree with everything Cosmos has said. Like, yes, it's really difficult. And, you know, people just don't believe that. And I hope they will eventually. Every top tier, I think, has this issue to some extent. Some less than others, but Aegis definitely has it. So, I know this was a bit rambly, but I hope I managed to, you know, shed some light on what is going on. And stuff like that. But yeah, this is probably the last video I'll make of this kind, because, you know, Twitter arguments are really silly. But anyway, I just want to stand by my dude Cosmos. Like, I wholeheartedly believe that you will eventually, once you get over this, whatever, once you figure out to play this character properly, I believe you'll do just fine. Like, I believe. I really do believe. Anyway, I will probably sign off, and I hope people will be more understanding in the future. It's not healthy. It's really not healthy. And yeah, I hope other Aegis players feel heard. Like, yes. I totally understand, and I feel the same. So, thanks for watching or listening, and I'll see you in the next one.
They have played so many games together. Spargo has shown the importance of adaptation, and that's gonna do it. Spargo with the pop-off is your major upset. Grand Finals champion.